Hello there, thank you so much for clicking on this video. We have a really fun pick a card lined up for today. So this is going to be a astral house prediction for the month of November, and we have 4 different astral homes that we're going to be looking at today. We have the happiness, love, career, and wealth astral homes. And with the astral homes, this correlates with the tea leaf cards, which I absolutely adore. So we're going to be picking tea leaf cards for each astral home, and each group is going to get a fortune cookie card, which is going to be like an overarching kind of theme or a little prediction for the month of November. So you don't see the tea leaves yet. We're going to be picking them, but here are the fortune cards laid out that you can pick from. We have the elephant, the turtle, and the owl. So go ahead and pick a charm, an animal, which animal you're the most connected to, which card you're physically the most drawn to, or what number, 1, 2, or 3. So let's take a deep breath and let's get started and look at your astral homes for the month of November. Alright, group 1, let's get you a fortune cookie card to see the overall theme of your astral houses for November. Alright, you guys got romance. Love is set to sizzle. The chance for the romance is high for those seeking a connection. Alright, let's get into the astral houses. We're going to pick 3 for happiness first. Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Alright, so with the happiness, you should accept valid criticism. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So, first instincts I get in the connection to the happiness is maybe you guys have been binge spending, online shopping, kind of an ordeal. And maybe it's to cope with these empty kind of feelings, like to make yourself feel better, like you're a binge shopper, like some sort of situation like that where you shop to feel better about yourself, but it's hurting you. And I think you might need to get that in control a bit. Now, with the connection with the romance, maybe your partner is telling you that you need to stop spending so much, or somebody that you love or care about, you notice is spending too much money or something. So I think you need to take the advice of what this person's trying to tell you. Or now, with the happiness, it could be that you're just not treating somebody right. Maybe you are being too hard on somebody, a little bit too picky, somebody near you, and I think that you're seeing like things in them that remind you of yourself, and it's like borderline really affecting you. So now with the material wealth, maybe it could be like losing a person because of these feelings, but I think you just need to be aware of this, that some sort of toxic thing that you're doing is going to create a loss somewhere that correlates with your happiness. Like something that makes you happy is going to be maybe in jeopardy in November. But things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So it's just going to be a temporary situation. Just get it under control, whatever this is going to be. But yeah, the happiness astral home in the beginning of November is definitely, you're going to be like having someone give you advice on how to handle something for your emotional state. And I think by mid-November, it's not really going to hit you right. You're going to be like kind of offended that this person like came at you kind of like this. But by the end of November, you're going to be like, you know what, they're right. Like, you know, I need to work on this. And I think you're going to be okay. I feel like you're going to be a lot happier by the end of that situation. So that is the happiness astral home. Now let's do the love astral home. You got pin, new job, new career. In love, that's interesting. You got, okay, so sorry, group one, my SD card got full. I really gotta figure out how to deal with that kind of situation. But like I said, the first one was pin, new job, and career. The second card you got is pig, beware of greed. And the third one is ladder, climbing towards success. And with the overall theme being romance, okay, right away this is feeling like maybe like you or your partner, whoever you're seeing or talking to, transitioned into a new job or is working for like to get into a new career, like maybe doing schooling for a new career. But I feel like it could be taking up a lot of their time. So your partner is quite distracted with other things. And I feel like you're maybe going to be getting jealous of this in November. You're going to want more attention on yourself. And it's hard to say in this case who's right or who's wrong, because you both are like having different kinds of needs, and your partner's just being really focused on the career, or you're being really focused on the career, and the other one is just like wanting more attention. So one of you is going to come off greedy to the other, vice versa. But by the end of November, it's going to be put to rest. You're going to be feeling at a much better state with this person. So it's all going to be good by the end of November. Now, let's say you're single. Okay, maybe you're going to get a new career, or you're going to a new job or a new school for your career or something, or, you know, your current school. And maybe you're not being so open to love at the time in November, and maybe like, I don't know, you're ignoring messages in your dating apps or something, so people are just gonna like kind of think that you're arrogant or something. You could be coming off that way maybe, but I feel like by the end of November you're going to be a lot more open to a love connection and to finding that love connection. So this is what the Astral House is looking for, love in November. Let's see what your career is looking like in November. Let's grab 3 of these. Okay. The first card you got is Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. Okay. The second one, Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. And the third, Rat, someone is working against you or behind your back. So I actually ended up picking a fourth one by accident, so I think we're just going to go with it. Wishbone, a wish is granted. Now, let's see, like romance being the overall theme, I just think we're going to kind of ignore that for this Astral House, quite possibly. But so the first card being Wheel, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, indecisiveness. Oh God, I can't say that word. Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life. So I feel like you're not, in November, you're not going to be really happy about your job, your career, or what you're working for. You're going to be like, oh my God, did I make the wrong decision pursuing this? Or like, I just got to get out of this job, out of this career field. You're feeling like, I don't know if I'm in the right field for me. And I think you feel like other people are kind of working against you in your career. Like you're not really sure if people like you. You think other people are making things a little bit difficult for you in November, by late November. But there's going to be some sort of wish granted by the end of November for your career. Who knows? Maybe it's like a raise. Maybe you get like an interview with a different place or something like that. But yeah, in November, your career is just not, you're just not going to be feeling fulfilled in that, and you're not going to be really sure if you're in the right field for you or doing the right thing. So it'll be really interesting though. By the end of November, I feel you're going to have to, like, you're going to have a start about figuring out that scenario. And maybe with the romance, a wish being granted by the end of the career. I don't know, maybe you like move to a new job eventually, and you meet somebody or something. Who knows? Who knows about that? But very interesting. So that's your Astral House for the career. And let's see wealth. Let's see. The first one is Fly, a period of ill health and depression. The second card is bird, flying, news on the way. In basket, recognition, reward for merit. So obviously this is not going to apply to everybody, but this is kind of feeling like you got into some sort of accident, like a car accident, and you're getting the insurance money from that or something. It feels like something like that, where you had to take a hit financially somewhere, but you're going to be getting that money back. So, or good news about money coming in. So yeah, that's really interesting. It's kind of like a direct message that I'm getting money back. Maybe you're getting money back from somebody who owes you money, something like that. Just getting money back that you lost somewhere. Maybe with the romance card, maybe your ex or something, or your partner. Maybe your partner is going through trying to get money from an accident, or money that they're owed somewhere in life. So group 1, this was your astral houses for November. Now, if this does, interest you, if you like these sort of readings, please give me a like, a comment. Please subscribe to me. We'll be doing these monthly. And please let me know how your November goes. I hope it goes well, and I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. All right, group 2, let's pull you a fortune cookie card for an overall theme, kind of, for the month of November. And we got love. Love is in the air, a great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. Very interesting, because group 1's, theirs was romance. Quite the romantic month. Interesting. All right, let's take a look at your astral houses. We're going to begin with the happiness house. And I pre-shuffled these cards after I did group 1, so everything is nice and shuffled. Okay, so the first card is flowers, happiness, happiness and happiness. Love to see that. Rat, someone working against you, behind your back. Potentially someone being jealous of how happy you are, maybe in your relationship or something. Pin, new job, new career. This is so interesting. So I feel like there's going to be, by the end of the month, you're getting a new career or applying to somewhere else, or coming up with an idea of what you kind of want to do for work, or a new job situation. Now, by the beginning of November, I feel like you're going to be feeling really happy, really light and stuff. But I feel like by the mid-November, there's going to be some negative energy around you, and it's going to be a person around you. And I feel like you're going to be able to feel that energy, and it's going to affect your happiness a little bit. It's going to be a little weird, the tension that you're kind of feeling, and I don't know how direct it's going to be. It kind of feels like somebody in the background being jealous of you, somebody that you love. This could be family, maybe Thanksgiving. You're telling the family at Thanksgiving how happy you're going to be, and there's somebody in the family who's jealous of that, and you're going to be potentially taking on a new position by the end of November, or thinking about it, or thinking about changing up your career, or taking a different course. So yeah, somebody seeing you happy and just getting kind of jealous about it. And maybe you're not bragging. When I say bragging, you're just talking about joyfully, maybe you have a new career opportunity, or the new job that you just started, or the new course you're taking, and you're talking about it at Thanksgiving, or in a family setting around people that you love, whatnot. And yeah, someone is just pretty jealous of that. So that's your happiness astral house. Let's take a look at the love astral house. Let's grab 3 cards. Okay. The first card, cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. Okay. The second card, lobster, financial pinch. Hat, you will be playing a different role. Okay, and so this is in the love house. So I feel like in November, you're just not going to feel fulfilled in your love life. Maybe it's a lack of suitors, a lack of options, or you're just not happy with the current partner you're with. Maybe money is an issue that's dividing you guys. And I feel like you're going to be thinking about, what it's going to be like maybe if you weren't in this kind of relationship. Or maybe you're going to be taking on a different role in the relationship, like maybe a breadwinner of some sorts, or maybe you're going to have to pay a little bit more for things for this person, or maybe more rent or something. It feels like the other person maybe is just going to be in a financial pinch in November if you're with somebody. Or maybe it's just a lack of love and a lack of affection that you're feeling like in November. So yeah, especially in the beginning of November, you're going to be feeling really dissatisfied with your love life, whether that's in a relationship or being single. You can be disappointed in both ways, in different ways. In the financial pinch, there's just not enough love, not enough options, and you're going to have to go about it differently by the end of November. Taking on different responsibilities if you're in the relationship, or maybe if you're single, you're going to have to be the one approaching people or something online, just a different tactic than what you're used to playing in this little love game. So that's the Astral House for love. Let's do the career next. Let's grab 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the first card I grabbed is Lily, Spiritual Love. The second, Throne, Position of Authority. And the third, Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Interesting. That's kind of going along with the love one, like maybe your partner is just not being financially responsible. And you're having to take the brunt of the financials in November. Interesting that how that kind of played off with that. But anyways, let's get into it. So Lily, spiritual love, position of authority, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Okay. So maybe with the career, maybe in the beginning of November, you're feeling really passionate about your job. And I don't know if you're going to be recognized by your boss, someone in authority, or maybe you yourself, you're the person who's in charge. And maybe, the people that you're in charge of, they're just not doing a good job. Maybe you're a shift leader or something, but there's going to be people around work who are just not holding up their job and what they should be doing, not holding up their end of the bargain. And maybe you're going to have to be taking up a lot of the brunt for the work. Maybe you're going to have to be doing the work for 2 different kinds of people. But let's see, what else could this be? Yeah, I feel like you're just going to have to take a more leadership role in your career in November, especially mid-November. And by end of November, you're going to be noticing a lot of people who are just not doing their job well. And I feel like you're gonna get some sort of passion in this, or a new love for what you do, or maybe a new idea of what you would rather be doing and what you would rather go in. Or maybe you be like, hey, you know what? F it. I want to work for myself, and you maybe start a business or something. But this definitely feels like just like coworkers just not doing a good job, and you kind of having to take on a leadership role of doing the main task and whatever it is that you are doing. Okay, that's the career house. Let's go on to the wealth astral house. All right. The first card is Rabbit. Too much concern with sexual matters. What the heck, guys? This is all going back to this love pile, and the partner, with the money, just something's getting in the way with the money and the relationship or something. That's crazy. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. And lastly, we got bird flying. News is on the way. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be too distracted into your relationships. I mean, I don't know if this is literally a relationship, but with the people around you, maybe friendships, people that you just love in general, you're going to be too concerned into other matters that it's kind of diverting your attention with how you make income. So you're distracted and money's not really going to be the main focus, and you're too distracted with other people, your relationship, other things, and it's kind of maybe going to be taking a hit on you financially. Maybe you're paying too much for your partner, vice versa. It's just like really hitting you guys, like one person taking the brunt of the financials. And yeah, let's see, great personal sorrow. I feel like maybe in mid-November you're going to be feeling a little bit down personally, and maybe that makes you call out of work or something, but your emotional state is going to be a little bit triggered by the mid of November, and it's going to affect your financial. So this is either like calling out of work, not showing up to work, quitting altogether, something to do with your relationship and money, and it's just really bringing you down and just affecting your wealth. It's not, you guys are going to be losing a little money somewhere. But by the end of November, news is on the way. So I feel like things are going to get better by November financially. Or maybe like it's news about, I don't know, maybe you're having a new interview, because this first one is happiness. News on the way that, you know, you're going to be getting a different job, a new source of a new way to make money, or just you're just going to be hearing something by the end of November, and it's going to affect your wealth. Now, I don't know if this is good or if this is bad, to be honest. Like, this could go either or, but with the happiness, the last card was new job, new career, and the last card in the wealth is news on the way. So, I mean, I kind of feel like this could be correlated. This is related, I'm thinking. I mean, this is how it's looking. So yeah, by the end of November, you know, something's going to open up for you guys. And obviously it's going to affect all your astral houses. So what are we? This is group 2. Oh my God. This is really interesting. So if you like this sort of reading, please give me a follow, subscribe, like this video. It really helps the channel, and we'll be doing these every month. These are really fun. I really like doing the astral home readings. So please follow along, and I hope you guys have a great November. Please report back to me if any of this did come true for November for you. And I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, group 3, let's get you a fortune cookie card for an overarching theme of November for you guys. Major life change. Time is right for major life changes, as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and trouble-free existence. Interesting. All right, now we're going to be looking at the astral homes for you in November. So happiness, love, career, and wealth. And we'll begin with happiness. And I pre-shuffled these tea leaf cards because there's like 120 of them, and it's just a lot to shuffle. So, but they are freshly charged, freshly shuffled. So let's see what you guys get. All right, let's pull 3. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. Rose, romance is in the air. And I accidentally got a 4th one, so we're just gonna go with it. Broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. Interesting. So what it's feeling like with this overarching major life change too, in connection with the happiness astral house. Now, it seems like if you're in a relationship of some sorts, or just like a man in your life that has a heavy prevalence, father, friend, but it's feeling like relationship, or you're talking to somebody, it feels like they're going to be accusing you of something, and maybe they're a little bit maybe projecting on you a bit. Like right away it makes me think of someone being like, oh, like, who are you saying? Oh, what are you looking up? Like someone just being very aggy and just accusing you, even though you're really not going to be doing nothing wrong, it seems like. but romance is in the air. Maybe you are weighing two options at two different people, and maybe one person is kind of catching on, and this ending with the wish will not be granted. So all this being in your happiness house, it seems like there's something going on with some man in your life, and you guys are just on edge, not getting along. He's being a little bit accusatory of you, and honestly, with the romance in the air, which will not be granted, I feel like it's just not going to work out or something by late November. You want to work it out or something, and by late November, you just come to the conclusion, it's not affecting my happiness in a good state, and I think that it needs to be done with. Or like you're expecting things to change in the relationship, and maybe you don't end it, but you're expecting things to change, and by end of November, you're just really disappointed in the outcome. And it's with the happiness, it's just a sad kind of feeling, honestly, it's going to affect your happiness in November. By the end of November, something's going to be greatly disappointing for you, and it feels like it's involving another person. And it was a masculine energy, but maybe it's not necessarily a man, but someone who just has a lot of masculine energy. But yeah, they're definitely accusing you of something. And but with the romance in the air, it feels like somebody that you are talking to, or somebody that you are interested in, or that you're actually with. And it's just, you're just going to be greatly disappointed by the outcome at the end of November, or the state of how things are by the end of November. Maybe it's not necessarily over by the end of November, but are you going to be feeling happy about it? No. It's still going to be in a little rocky place by the end of November for your happiness. So, let's look in the love astral house. The first card, Horseshoe. Good luck. Okay. Desk. Pay attention to your work. Dog barking. Advice from a friend. Okay. Let's see. So, this is saying you're going to be lucky in love in the beginning of November. So maybe you are going to have like a lot of admirers, and maybe somebody getting jealous or some sorts. But honestly, this is a positive card and a positive feeling by the beginning of November. You're feeling very flirty. You're getting attention. That's really good. So then mid-November, pay attention to your work. Maybe pay attention with how you're coming across, how you're dealing with the suitors. Maybe this is where this comes in with this man being a little bit angry. Maybe you're not paying enough attention to the other person's feelings. You're just kind of like more interested in yourself and how you're feeling. Maybe this is self-love. Maybe you're taking a step back from somebody and just focusing on you in love. And I think that they're going to be a little bit triggered by that. And then advice from a friend. Maybe this friend convinces you to maybe think otherwise about this person if you're in a relationship, or if you're talking to somebody. Or if you're single, maybe a friend is giving you really good advice into the next steps of how you should carry on with the dating world. But the wish not being granted, I feel like you wanted to work out with somebody, and maybe you talk to this friend and you're just like, yeah, you know what, you're right. It's not affecting my happiness in a good place, and I feel like I need to focus on loving myself. Major life change. This feels like if you're in a relationship and you pick this pile, I think you're going to be very unhappy by the end of November, and I think you're actually going to be thinking about, ending things. Now, let's look into the house of career. The first card I got, Whale. Great worry over nothing. Love that. Shield. You need to defend yourself. And Axe. Forces working against you in your career. Interesting. So I feel like with everything going on in the other astral homes, I think you're just on edge when all this kind of starts to hit. You're on edge, and you're very concerned just in general about everything in your life. And you need to defend yourself. So with your career, in terms of your career, I feel like, maybe you're taking a lot of SHIT from other people in your life. In your career, you're not going to let it slide. You take it out on somebody. Like rightfully so. Like, this is defending yourself. So like, you're just sticking up for yourself. Maybe it's a little bit aggressive, and forces working against you. Maybe you get in a little bit of trouble from that or something. But something in career is just definitely going to be working against you by the end of November. I'm trying to think what this could be. Maybe if you're working with somebody who you're in a relationship, that's not good. But I'm trying to think of trying to piece this together a little bit better. So it's great worry over nothing, but you need to defend yourself. Maybe in the beginning of November, you have a little intuitive hit about something going into your workplace, and you're thinking at that point it's over nothing, but it comes to a place where you need to actually say something, defend yourself. I think you bring something up to somebody's attention that you think is working against you, like your boss or something. Like, maybe you think something is unfair and you're defending yourself, so you bring it up to this person, and this person's literally, like, energetically speaking, working against you. Maybe not like literally an angry person, but however their decisions in your career is affecting you per se. Maybe you want a raise or something, and you're defending yourself in that matter. Like, you deserve more in your career. You deserve more money because for the efforts that you've been putting in. And I think by the beginning of November, you're kind of like, well, I don't know, like, am I bright in my way of thinking? Am I justified in feeling like this? And then by mid-November, you're like, yeah, I am very justified by feeling this. And you actually bring it up to the attention of your supervisor. I feel like that's the overarching thing in your career astral home and major life change. All of this crap that you're dealing with by the mid-November, you're really taking a note to just put yourself first. You're loving yourself more in the beginning of November. And that correlates with this. You're loving yourself more. You're deciding you deserve more in your career too. So you kind of have to convince yourself by the beginning of November that, you know what? I am very justified in thinking that I need a raise, or I'm very justified in thinking I deserve more in my workplace. All right, let's see what the astral home for wealth is looking like. The first card, basket, recognition, reward for merit. Second card, ant, work, achievement, success. And third, woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. Interesting. So, with the wealth, I feel like in your career, maybe you start off strong in November or something. Like, you already been recognized for something, but maybe you're not feeling like it's totally like you deserve a little bit more, or like, yeah, this is great, but what else kind of a feeling? Because you're definitely getting recognized somewhere in your wealth, like a reward for something. So maybe you end up getting like a raise in the beginning of November, or maybe this is like for the holiday pay. I don't know what this could be, but there's some sort of money coming in from something that you did as like some sort of reward. Maybe it's your birthday. Okay, maybe it's a birthday coming in for your birthday, money coming in, a check from something. But yeah, something coming in the beginning of November for you guys, money-wise, whatever that may be. The second card being ant, work, achievement, and success. So you're going to be working hard. And it's interesting because with the career, you stick up for yourself. So I think that your hard efforts by mid-November, like you bring it up to the person and they're kind of like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe it's a woman. Maybe you have a woman boss. She's like, yeah, no, you're right. You definitely deserve this raise, or some sort of achievement, or like a higher position, she's like, you know what, you're totally right. And I feel like you get it. You get the recognition in the career that you're standing up for yourself for, and it's going to affect your wealth. So it does feel like an upgrade of some sorts by the end of November with your pay rate or something. I feel like, wow, this is crazy how this is all panning out though. Like, defending yourself, it really feels like, this really is going hand in hand. You sticking up for yourself in your career, which you end up being right. And this person, this woman, grants it to you, whether she's a boss or the boss's boss, or something. But let's see what else I can get from this pile too. So maybe it's something that you won, money that you won, and it's dealing with a woman or something. But I feel like the first outcome is just like crazy how it goes all together. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What else could this be? Recognition, reward for merit, work, and achievement. So, yeah, I don't know. You're just really determined, and it shows in your wealth. Maybe in your own, like, if you have your own business or whatnot, you're just really working hard behind the scenes. And in the beginning of November, like, you start seeing some sort of merits for the work that you've been putting in, and it just is inspiring you to keep on working. And when you think about women, you think of creativity and just being in touch with that. So maybe it has something to do with you in your own business of some sort. So anyways, group 3, this is your astral homes. If you like these sorts of readings, please give me a like, a comment, subscribe. We're going to be doing these monthly, and I love these. These are so much fun to do. So yeah, hopefully this will resonate. Come back and let me know how your November did turn out, if any of this came true for you. And yeah, have a great week, group 3, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye. All right, guys, and that does it for today's Pick a Card reading. This was so much fun. I really loved doing this, and I'm so excited to be doing this monthly. So if you did like this, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. It really helps as I'm just starting out. And yeah, please come back. Let me know if this did resonate at all and how your November did end up going. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great week, and sending so much love, and I'll see you in the next one.